What is up, YouTube? It's your boy The171. Replaced Dave with the 4, and I got that Money in the Bank 2014 review. And honestly, this was a great pay-per-view. Like I said, so far WWE has had some good pay-per-views, but the ending, I'll get to it later, but let's cut to the chase. So we got the pre-show, and it started out with them talking about who they predicted. Christian was there. Daniel Bryan came to talk, answered questions, talked about he needs a second neck surgery. Then he starts to make fun of Bo Dallas. Then we end up opening the Money in the Bank pay-per-view with an incredible tag team match between the Usos and the Wyatt family. And the Wyatt family actually have a new theme song. It's more rockish now, I guess you could say, but more than likely it's gonna be their permanent theme song, because the other one was kind of bad on Raw. But it started out, with some crazy moves, a lot of super kicks. I might say I seen at least 10 super kicks this match. Super kicks was OD. Luke Harper did not what's the word I'm looking for? He did not do bad. He did great, and he actually carried out Eric Rowan, because Eric Rowan barely did anything. He did what he did. But Luke Harper was incredible, just being a power guy, being good. And it was actually one spot where I like where Luke Harper actually did the suicide dive twice. He did 2 suicide dives, one on I think it was Jimmy, and then another one on Jay on one of the two. And then there was another spot that actually I think it's the new finisher for Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, which is a double choke slam, and it almost worked, but one of the Usos had saved each other. And then also, what's the word I'm looking for? This is an incredible match, but honestly, I think that the Wyatt family should have won the tag team championship just to make themselves relevant, because honestly, Bray Wyatt is going to be relevant because of his mic skills. But honestly, the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, I think honestly they're probably only relevant because maybe Luke Harper, but it's probably 75% of Bray Wyatt, and just them being with them makes them more relevant to the fact. But then we next match, which was the Divas match. Well, actually, we had a never mind. We had a Divas match between Naomi and Paige, and honestly, this was an incredible match. We saw a couple botches, but it could work out. Honestly, I've been waiting to see this match for a long time, and I'm glad they did. And the ending was great, but I thought they were actually gonna have Cameron I thought they was honestly gonna have Cameron turn on Naomi, and then Cameron was gonna go heel, and then Naomi was gonna go for another match or something. But I'm glad that they didn't go that way yet, but I think they are gonna go that way soon. And then the ending was brutal. Paige went for that crazy cradle DDT, which ended the match. And yeah, Naomi did some crazy moves. She did this one submission move, which was incredible. I thought Paige was actually going to tap out. It looked painful. Then the next match, hold on, let's see. The next match of the night was crazy. We had the Money in the Bank ladder match. We had, the money. No, we didn't. We had Paul Revere, aka Damian Sandow. We had Paul Revere, aka Damian Sandow, take on Adam Rose. And honestly, this is when I started to get angry with WWE, because they honestly killed it. The Money to Make pay-per-view with this. Honestly, I don't like Adam Rose at all. He was cool, but they're just shoving him down our throats now because he's annoying, he's boring, he's not innovative at all. I liked him better when he was Leo Kruger. He was more over, I should say. But as Adam Rose, it's just not. It doesn't work for him. And then Damian Sandow is whatever he's gonna be. Even though he won a Money in the Bank briefcase last year, but now he's jobbing. And this time he was Paul Revere to show he's from Boston, so show support to people from Boston, I guess. But you already know who won. Adam Rose with the snap mirror driver, and what she calls the party foul. And then after that, I was almost asleep. wasn't paying attention. Then the next match we had one of the two Money in the Bank ladder matches. We had the traditional contract briefcase match, which was with Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, RVD, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. It did have Bad News Bear, but Bad News Bear injured his shoulder on the SmackDown tapings on Tuesday, and we didn't know if he was going to compete, and then they confirmed it on the kickoff show that he wasn't going to be in it, so it just turned into a 6-man match. And this was a good match, I have to say. I don't want to say it's better than the main events, but it's what every Money in the Bank traditional briefcase match should be like, because this was crazy. We had Seth Rollins, you know how he can get. Dean Ambrose is crazy, so you know how he goes. You got Kofi Kingston to do all the high flyer spots, but it started all crazy because Dean Ambrose already went in. He went to go attack Seth Rollins, and they actually went like over, and they almost knocked down the cameraman. They went over the barricade, started fighting. There was another spot where Kofi Kingston was like climbing the ladder, and like right when he was, the spot, when they climb the ladder and they throw the ladder while they're on it, Kofi Kingston decided he wanted to jump on the top rope and land on the guys on the outside, which was crazy. And then there was another crazy spot, I have to say. It was a suplex off of a 15-foot ladder. Yes, you heard me, a suplex. Okay, so this is how it started. So RVD was at the top rope, and Jack Swagger decided he climbed up and tried to suplex him off of it, and what's his name? RVD decided he knocked him off of the 15-foot ladder. Yes, you heard me, a 15-foot ladder. I'm not even joking. It was a 15-foot ladder. And the next thing that happened, RVD got knocked off by Seth Rollins. And no, he didn't get knocked off. Jack Swagger actually powerbombed him off of the ladder. We'll say that. He got powerbombed off of the ladder. And then the next part was Dean Ambrose came out of nowhere and he superplexed. Oh my gosh. He superplexed Seth Rollins off of the top rope. I mean, not the top rope, off of the top of the 15-foot ladder. I thought they were dead because it looked like they were not moving. They looked like they were completely out of it. And then a crazy spot. Well, it wasn't really as crazy. Jack Swagger did the Swagger Bomb on a ladder. We got Dolph Ziggler went crazy. He went crazy. He went off. He just started hitting people with zigzags on ladders. He hit people with what's the move? The Famouser on RVD, kicks, everything. He just was going in. He went in. Let's just say that he went in. And the ending of the match, well, actually, Dean Ambrose did a DDT off of the ladder and injured his shoulder. He messed up his shoulder from what we saw. I thought it was storyline wise, no, but he really messed up his shoulder, so they have to take him out the match. Hold on, type something. They actually threw him off of the ladder. No, they took him out the match. So everybody was booing, with saying chanting, we want Ambrose, we want this, and they ended up, he ended up coming back towards the end, where Seth Rollins actually, he was clearing house and started attacking people with ladders. And actually, at one point, I thought Kofi Kingston was gonna win because he had it, and he was about to grab the briefcase until Dolph Ziggler came in. Killed it. Well, he didn't kill it. That's when he starts to go off. But then we had the only two people left, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. They were at the top, and at one point, everybody, this is what happened. The crowd popped like crazy once they saw Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins come up out of nowhere from that injury, from that shoulder injury. Came back and he climbed up the ladder. But this is what happened. He took out Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins fell off. He knocked him off the ladder, and he was about to climb, and then Kane came out, and then he chokeslammed Dean Ambrose, pile drived him, and then Seth Rollins climbed up to grab the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he has won the traditional contract Money in the Bank briefcase match. So now that Seth Rollins is at my question is, my initial thoughts is, if Randy Orton wins, will he cash in on them? Will he cash in on them and turn face again? But no, you'll see what I'm talking about later. So after we have the first Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Goldust and Stardust versus Ryback, which is Ryback and Curtis Axel. Honestly, I was reading TNA tapings from like this month, next month in August, so I wasn't paying attention. Stardust and Goldust won. I really didn't care. Not a big fan of Stardust. It's just next match we had Rusev versus Big E, and honestly, I mean, I'm gonna talk about it, but first I'm gonna talk about the match. So let's see. Okay, so Rusev comes out, you know, the Rusev smash, Vladimir Putin, America, you know, blah blah blah. And Big E came out with the flag, and the crowd did not pop at all. He was chanting USA, USA, everything. The crowd did not pop at all. That's how much Big E is not over anymore. I think his career is probably gonna be over. Not over, like he's gonna be a jobber now. He's gonna turn into Kofi Kingston, because Kofi Kingston was over at one point, and now he's not really doing anything but jobbing out, and that's exactly what Big E did. But he gave a fight. It was an even match towards the end. It was an even match until the end, but it was, you know, the thing that Big E does where he spears somebody through the second rope and he took out, what's his name? He took out Rusev, but that didn't stop Rusev, because Rusev, he got angry, and decided to super kick Big E and then hit him, and he got extremely hyped. I guess he got extremely hyped, and then he hit him with the accolade. Now Big E almost got out of it. He was gonna be the first person to get out of it, but he did not. He tapped out, jobbed out to Rusev, and then they, dropped the flag, and he was doing whatever. But I have to talk about this. Alexander Rusev is getting boring now. I'm not saying everybody's getting boring. He's just getting boring because he's the same thing. They hate America. Russia is better. Vladimir Putin. Blah blah blah. And honestly, this is getting boring now. They need to. I don't know what to do, because it's nothing you could do with him. All he does is Russia, and destroy people. It's not like he really does anything. The only reason he's probably still relevant is Lana, and then, you know, he just jobs people out, so he doesn't really wrestle that much. He just super kicks people and hit people with the thing, but that's none of my business. But I'm be like Kermit the Frog, let me sip that tea. It's none of my business. Anyway, we have our next match, which was Layla versus Summer Rae with the special guest referee of Fandango. And this match, I guess the Divas locker room was like, we made it, because we got 2 Divas matches tonight. We got Paige and Naomi, and now we got this match. Barely paid attention to this match either, because I was getting some clothes together, so, you know, I had other important stuff. But all I know is Layla won, and Summer was crying, and they started kissing in the ring and walked out. But that didn't really matter, because the next match, the main event, the match that ended the night, was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship ladder match. And this match was full of amazing spots. Like, it was so many crazy moments or spots or whatever. And a lot of stuff, honestly, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of crazy stuff happened. But one of the spots was it wasn't a big spot, but Cesaro. One thing I'd say, Cesaro, I don't know what they did to him. They changed him. He's wearing knee pads now. He never wore knee pads. And he ditched the little bandages on his, like his thigh that he used to wear. He always wear. Now he's wearing knee pads. I don't know, man. Why? It was made him different, but it's past the point. There was a spot where Cesaro and what's his name, Sheamus, were fighting while they were hanging off of the ladder. I mean, not the ladder, where the championships, I guess you could say, the hook. Yeah, the hook. And actually, people in Boston were actually cheering and booing for Cena, because it wasn't his hometown, his home state of Massachusetts. It's not from Boston, it's from West Newbury. And crazy spots. Roman Reigns went in towards the end. He went crazy. He started Superman people off the top rope. Superman punching people, spearing people on the outside, kicking people in the head. You know that little spot he does. Let's see. Brothers Del Rio, he was just there just to be there. Bray Wyatt actually got a pop when he basically made sure that what's his face? Was it Randy Orton? I think it was Randy Orton who was climbing, and he actually hit him. It was him, either Randy Orton or Sheamus. He was climbing and hit him with that Sister Abigail. took out also then Alberto Del Rio basically just killed Bray Wyatt with the super kick. And Randy Orton had a couple spots. He actually started bleeding. He got hit in the head with a ladder, so he started bleeding, but they still continued the match. Usually they'll stop the match, but because it's the main event, the show must go on. And Kane was just there to make sure that Randy Orton was to win. He didn't really do anything. I mean, probably the most thing he did was screw Dean Ambrose out of that other briefcase match, the traditional briefcase match. So it wasn't like Kane was there to do anything. He was just there. Cesaro hit an uppercut. He actually like dropped Sheamus from the ladder and uppercutted him, and then hit him with the neutralizer. There was one spot where they put a ladder in between like the rungs of another ladder, and they actually flipped it, and then like Cesaro was like hanging off of the ladder because it was like it's still, and it was just still, and he was hanging. He actually started to climb the side of a ladder to fight Sheamus to try to get to the top. Cena ended up coming, pulled up the thing so that they, I guess, can be back on the floor. And actually, Roman Reigns and John Cena even got into it. They got the boo, yeah, you know, the boo, yeah. And when they start fighting, and let's see, boo, yeah. And then Roman Reigns actually speared John Cena, and I thought it was over. Roman Reigns was climbing. You know, he was about to win. Randy Orton, you know what they do. They took him out. And then we got down to the final three. And this is actually what happened. This is the ending. So, John Cena actually got on the ladder. He started to climb. And he started... No, Randy Orton, my bad. Randy Orton was climbing. And, you know, Kane was just there to hold the ladder, make sure the ladder doesn't fall. And what happened was John Cena actually came in. And the crowd went nuts. Another thing, the crowd went nuts when Sheamus bro kicked John Cena. They was going in. They was happy that he bro kicked him. And then let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, and then the crowd went in. He actually attitude adjusted. What's his face? Kane, and then attitude adjusted. Randy Orton climbed up the ladder, grabbed the both titles, and John Cena is now your new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He is now a 15-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And actually, it was funny. You could actually see the authorities' face. They were surprised, shocked, saying, "What the heck? Why? That it's not the guy they want to win." But think about it. There was no point of really picking a winner for this match because actually Amazon ruined everything. If you know what I mean. Amazon ruined everything because back a while ago, Amazon had a DVD thing, and they actually like showed the description saying John Cena's gonna face what's his face? John Cena's gonna face Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and if he put the title on line. So that was a major spoiler, even though like everyone now knows that Cena was gonna win. But it kind of sucks now because I mean he could have still won without us telling it as like the element surprise, but not really, because we all know Cena's gonna win. He's gonna prevail. He's Super Cena. But John Cena is now, I guess you can say it's confirmed that he's gonna face Brock Lesnar for both titles at SummerSlam. And then, but my question is, who's gonna face him at Battleground? Because there's nobody else to face, really. There's nobody else at the top because we've experienced over almost 2 months without having a champion. So we almost went without a pay-per-view without a championship. No, we went to a pay-per-view without a championship match, and we didn't have nobody. So now I don't know who's gonna face him at Battleground, which is in July. So yeah, honestly, I give this pay-per-view a 8.5. No, a 9 out of 10. The reason I gave it a 9, it didn't. No, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. That Damian Sandow and Adam Rose match made me angry. Rusev thing kind of took it away too because he's annoying. I don't like him. He gets on my nerves because his gimmick is like boring now. His gimmick was always really boring. Yeah. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button once again. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.